Well, it must have been trash pickup day, as in Tuesday. And so it's early morning. This is the DJI Avata 2. Um, just kind of cruising slow. Nothing. Just cruising. I decided I'm gonna go for a little bit. And so I'm cruising down the road. Now here's this hill. This hill is going to be a key factor in this near failure. It's kind of crazy. I was worried about it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh my goodness. What I saw in the goggles and what this camera shows is completely different. And so it always gets sketchy about right in there, and I usually pop up over those lines. And it was like, hey, it's not really getting that bad. It's just, flickering to orange a little bit and going back to good. And so, heck, why not fly down here a little bit? Got some signal today. And so, as you can tell, I'm not very high. I come up over those lines. And I look up there. I don't know why. I know the signal gets a little sketchier back that way because it's behind me. So, there's a lot of stuff for it to go through. And it's like, hey, this shouldn't be too bad. So, just gonna drop in. So I drop in, and I mean, just as soon as I get over here, I am down below the hill. It is like I see nothing. I just see the little blocks, and I'm every once in a while I get like one little flicker of, where I am, what I can see, and I was kind of waiting for. I thought it might take over, but I got up just a little bit and then had to dip back down behind the hill. Nothing but dang little blocks all over, and then all of a sudden it's the DJI said, "Hey, let me get this," and it moved out when it got out from underneath that tree. It wasn't playing. Then it took direction, and I stopped it right there and took over the automatic return to home. I usually do. I like to take off from wherever and land wherever it needs to land. Not too worried about that. So, I mean, I was just a few feet behind that, pretty good sized hill between myself and the about a two. And so, just for fun, I dip in over here. And so, this is what I'm facing. So, I'm actually sitting in a chair facing this area. You can do whatever. And you'll get like just perfect signal. Never in question. You can fly. You can get down there a foot off the ground and go after it. So, where the antennas are pointing on your goggles is very important, and having such a massive interference between myself and the drone, that was a big deal too. But I'm going to show you something else that I'm sure really played a big factor, and it started automatic return to home. And so, I had X amount of seconds, and I never get there in that time, ever. And so, it tries, and I stop it and take over. And so, I'm like, well, that's good enough. I can just land it right there. I was like, why should I land it right there? It's so nice and cool after that hot summer. I'm just enjoying this nice, cool weather. And so, instead of getting out of the chair, just bring it to the chair. And see, that's where I'm sitting right next to that truck. That truck was between me, the hill, and the drone. Dumbass.